Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker. If you're joining in for the first time, Your Royal Highness, you are welcome. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Also, don't forget to like, to share, and to comment. And apparently, if you hit the bell every time when I upload a video, you're going to be one of the first people to see it. So please do that. And also, I would just like to send a special shout out to everybody who's been subscribing on my channel and all the positive criticism that you guys have been giving me, for me to improve my channel because it's fairly new. So I really appreciate every feedback that I'm getting from you guys. If there's anything else that you would like me to do, to improve my sound, to improve my video quality or anything like that, whatever that you would like to suggest, please just say it down below on the comment sections, okay? I'm here for all of that. So today we're going to be speaking about reasons why you should not go back to your ex, and I need to put a disclaimer right now that I know that a lot of people are going to come for me. As usual, people always come for me because it's not everybody that likes my content or agrees with what I say, but that doesn't stop me from speaking my mind or sharing my thoughts and my opinions, okay? So I just want to put it out there that obviously, the 5 reasons why you should not go back to your ex are not going to be applicable to everyone because some people actually do go back to their exes and things work out, okay? But for me, I feel like, okay, some people you can't even call them your exes. They don't even qualify to become your exes in a sense of the 5 reasons that I'm going to be giving right now, because if you've dated somebody for 5 months, I mean, you haven't really known them much. So for whatever reason that you may have broken up, maybe you're not in a good space, or maybe because of the distance, then maybe, you can get back together with them. But if you've been with somebody for 5 years, my goodness, that is a long time for you to already know the movie from beginning to end. So there's absolutely nothing new that's coming after 5 years of staying or being in a relationship with somebody, okay? And this takes us back to the reason number 1. I think I've already mentioned it. I said, you've seen this movie before. There's nothing new here. Reason number 1 is that there's nothing new here. If you've been with somebody for 5 years and you know how the relationship was from beginning up until end, I'll take it like a movie. Say it's a movie. If you've watched Black Panther before, it doesn't matter how many times you've watched it or how interesting it was when you watched it the first time, the second time, the third time. But the truth of the matter is that with a movie like that, there's always going to be something new that you see when you watch the movie for the second time or for the third time. There's going to be something new that you're going to pick up every time when you repeat the movie. But at the end of the day, we all know the ending of the movie. It always ends the same way that it did the first time. So it doesn't matter how much you concentrate the second time around or how much understanding you have of the movie that you're watching, but at the end of the day, the ending of the movie is always the same. So same applies to relationships that you've been in for the longest time, and you've been with somebody and you tried to make it work for the longest time. If it didn't work out the first time, it's probably not going to work out the second time or the third time around, But I'm not jealous, guys. You can always try it again and again and again. You can try it. See for yourself whether it will work out or not. But remember these words. Every movie that you've ever watched, even when you watch it the second time or the third time, it always ends the same way it did the first time. So just bear that in mind, So reason number 1, you already know how it's going to end. So if you want to watch the same movie twice, it's fine. It's up to you. If you want to watch it 10 times, it's up to you. But at the end of the day, we know how this movie is going to end. So that is a reason enough for you to not want to go back to your ex because, you already know the ending, okay? So reason number 2 is the grass is not as greener on the other side as you thought it is, okay? Because I believe that when people leave you, okay, especially men, okay, let me give an example with men and women, with both, so that at least we can level up and be balanced. I believe when a relationship ends between a man and a woman is devastated in most cases because women love relationships. Women love marriages and relationships, they are home builders. So you try your level best to make a relationship work. You try every single thing that you can to make a relationship work. But if it's painful, if it's dangerous, if it's threatening to your life, then eventually you might realize that, I need to choose me. I need to choose my life more than this relationship. So even that decision of choosing yourself, choosing life, choosing to just escape this relationship, it's not an easy decision to make. You know, breaking off a family, breaking off a relationship is not an easy decision to make for a woman. That is why women think long and hard, and they fight with all their ability before they can actually, you know what, throw in the towel and say, you know what, I'm done. I've tried my level best. It's not working out, and it's okay. My level best is not enough. Okay. So it's usually a mourning season for a woman when she leaves a relationship, because, well, she wanted it to work out. I mean, she tried her level best, okay? And worst, when you married, I mean, I left my father's surname to use somebody else's surname. I mean, I didn't do all of that so that we can end up breaking up or getting divorced at the end of the day. I'm doing all of that because I'm hoping for the best. So when I put in my best shot and it's not enough, it's going to be devastating for me. And when I realize that I have to let go of this relationship, it's going to be a very painful thing for me to do. But at the end of the day, if it's not working out, it's not working out. So that's why I'm saying the ending of any relationship for women, in most cases, it's the most painful. So women moan as they're leaving. But then the men, on the other hand, men have courage to leave relationships when they found greener pastures. We all know this story. We all know that when a man exits a relationship, he's already seen somebody who's better than you. He has already seen somebody that he feels like, you know what, I deserve better. This is the better that I'm getting. You know, my wife is old. My wife, you know, she's always wearing leggings on top of her head. You know, she's this and that. I would rather go for the 2000. Okay? And then when she goes for the 2000, when he goes for the 2000, it's greener pastures. It's excited. It's a new fling. It's a new flame. In fact, when a man leaves, they're not even thinking twice. You know, they're not even thinking twice, because like the girl has got them by the thingy. So it's always joyous for them. It's always, I'm leaving this dry land and I'm going to greener pastures. Okay, until they get to the greener pastures, and when they get there, they realize that green, which I thought was grass, is actually cow dung. So what happens when a man gets there and they find that actually, no, man, that which I thought is green grass is actually cow dung? They want to go back. They want to come back to the dry land. You know, I would rather be in a dry land than be in a place where it's just cow dung everywhere. Because when I left, I was wrong. I thought that where I'm going, it's greener pastures. But when I get there, I find that, it's not grass. It's not grass in Tasi. So what do? They come back to you. So that is reason number 2, to say they're not coming back to you because they missed you while they were at their greener pastures, or while they were in love and things were just beautiful and flowing nicely with whoever they were with. Then they felt like, no, man, it clicked that, no, something is wrong. I need to go back. No, they are only coming back to you because things didn't work out there, where the pastures are not as green as they thought the pastures were green. Okay, meaning that had things worked out wherever they went, they never would have come back to you. They never would have come back to you. So meaning that they're only coming back to you because things didn't work out. You understand what I mean? So that is just the reality of it. You want to take back a guy who left you because he found greener pastures, and now he's back because the pastures turned out to be cow dung. You want to take him, you don't want to take him. It's entirely up to you. But as long as you know that whenever greener pastures come along, you're going to be left with the greener pastures, and it's just going to go flourish there. And if he finds that the greener pastures are not as green anymore, he's always going to come back to you, who is a dry land. Okay, so if you are willing to take, that's why I'm saying that the movie goes back to number 1, reason number 1, to say, if you already know the ending of the movie, you know it's always going to end the same way that it did the first time and the second time and the third time. Okay, so that's reason number 2. So now we're going to reason number 3, why you should never go back to your ex. Now moving on to reason number 3, it kind of links with reason number 2, because if you know the saying that if you help somebody out, they will always remember you again when they need help again. So sometimes people come back into your life because the first time they were in your life, you helped them out with something. And then when you were done helping them and they were on their feet, they felt like, you know what, I don't need this person anymore. I deserve better. You know the better that I deserve. I deserve way better than this that I'm getting right now. I appreciate the fact that you were here when I needed you, when I was down and out and nobody wanted to help me. I appreciate that you were here. But now I'm on my feet now. Now I need to go live my best life. I need to go live a fulfilling life. And that fulfilling life that I want to live, it doesn't involve you. It doesn't include you. You know, so they go live their best lives, they go enjoy life and everything with people that they feel like they deserve to be in the same standard with them, until they're done, you know, until they're down and out, until they have been cast out, and then they have to come back to the place of humbleness. They have to come back to you, who is the place of humbleness, where they always come back to you for help, meaning that you're not really what they value or they view as a partner. They view you as just, a reset button where they need to go there just to restart, and then they go live their best lives. So maybe sometimes you may have to reconsider taking somebody back, because why is it that you always come back to me when you're down and out? Why is it that when you have money, you never think of coming to me? But whenever you have absolutely nothing, I'm the first person that you run to. You always come to me. I need you. I never understand people who always speak about how much they need you. Like if you come to me and you want to reconcile, but you want to tell me about how much you need me, for me, that is an insult to say you were never going to realize how much you need me until now. Or you were never going to realize how important our relationship was or is until you need me. Meaning that had you not needed me, had things been flowing smoothly in your life, you were never going to come back to me. So sometimes people only come back into your life because you are their place of humbleness, you are their reset button, you are the place where they go to when they want to recharge their lives, and then now they want to go up, and then you are left there. So where they found you the first time, they're always going to come back here to come and recharge there. Okay, so now we are on reason number 4. Remember, on reason number 1, I said that it's tough for women, but for men, they get excited when they leave, but tables turn eventually. Sometimes they're only coming back into your life because they can't stand you being with somebody else. The fact that you moved on with your life and you found new love, and the thought that actually you are capable of being loved by somebody else, it's not everybody who's willing to accept that. I don't know how many men you've been with in the past, but your current man will always think that he's the best thing that has ever happened to you, because obviously the way that you love as a woman, you will make him feel like he's the best thing that has ever happened to you. So he will always be convinced that even when you leave, wherever you're going, they can never give you what he gave you. So he can always come back to you whenever he wants, because he's the best. And you showed him that he's the best by the way you were treating him, because you were appreciating him. So he will always feel like, what? There's nobody who can ever love you like I can love you. So when you move on with your life, it will always be jealous. It will always be a jealous thing to say, no, I can't let her be happy while I'm miserable. She can't be happy without me. She can't move on with her life and things just come and flow smoothly. I must go back. Then they come back and they destroy your thing. This is the reason why, I don't know if you've seen this in movies, okay? Let's just give a typical example with movies. Have you seen how when people break up and then they move on with their lives, and then one is at the altar trying to get married, all of a sudden the ex comes, poof. Whoever that says these two should not get married must speak now or forever hold the peace. The ex is coming. No, you can't get married. Me, I love you. Where have you been? Had I not come to the altar here and somebody said they want to marry me, were you ever going to come back and say, no, you can't do this. I love you. Or you have been loving me from a distance because you saw, Anna style, nobody wants her. So since, nobody wants her. It's like that greediness of kids. You know how kids are? They may have 5 toys. But if nobody's touching their toys, they're not going to, even naga those toys. They're just going to ignore the toys. Wait until another child comes and they try to take those toys. Then you will see that, no, actually, the kid wants their toys now. And it's not because they want them. It's just the greed to say, I know I don't want these toys, but nobody should have them. Only me. I'm the only person who should be having these toys. And if I don't want them, these toys must be left alone there. Nobody must touch them. So you're a toy. Yeah. Basically, you are a toy in your ex's hands, which is just lying there being stumbled upon, and being trampled upon until somebody decides to pick you up, and then they feel like, no, why are you picking up my toy when I left it there? I left it there deliberately, so leave it there. If you're not going to leave it there, I'm going to come take it from you. That's how exes are. I swear, guys, I'm not even trying to influence you in a bad way to say, love of your life. Yeah, well, he's the love of your life. But on the other hand, he's just there to just make sure you sit there in the rain as a toy. And if somebody attempts to take you, he's going to come and fight for you. Then when he takes you back and nobody wants you anymore, he's going to throw you in the rain again and you'll be sitting there like a toy that you are to him. So that's another reason why you should never take back your ex. He doesn't want to see you happy, because how dare you become happy without him? The audacity, the liver, you can't do that. You can't be happy without him. Reason number 5 why you should not go back to your ex name. I'm gonna give an example with studying, from grade 1 up until grade 12. In as much as you enjoyed grade 2 and you had your favorite teacher in grade 2, you absolutely loved your teacher and you adored her, you can't stay in grade 2 forever. You have to go to grade 3. Whether you love grade 3 or not, you have to move on. And then when you get to grade 3, if you don't like it there, all you have to do is study hard so that you move to grade 4. So what I'm saying is that there has to be improvement in life. I mean, I always feel like going back to your ex is like the biggest downgrade of your life. Like, it's fine, but going back to your ex, and it's both ways. Like, if my ex comes back to me, if I go back to my ex, like, let there be an improvement. Let there be an upgrade. Let there be growth in life. We can't be stuck in one place forever because grade 2, I don't like grade 2. Grade 2 is painful. Let me go back to grade 1. Okay, now let's jump to grade 3. I don't like grade 3 now. Let's go back to... you can't do that for the rest of your life. Let there be improvement. Let there be growth. This is the reason why you can never have respect for grade 2 twice. I mean, you've already passed grade 2 and you know how simple those things are because now you're doing grade 3. Mara, you want to go back to grade 2 again just to disrespect grade 2. That's exactly what you're doing when you go back to your ex, and because you feel like, I can't move on to the next person. I feel like I would rather stay alone and single than go back to my ex. Because what is it that I'm going there for that I've never seen before? What about growth? What about improvement? What about, like, that's a setback. Yeah. Going back to your ex is like a setback. Going back to your ex is like vomiting and eating your vomit. Does it even make sense for you to do that? Yeah, that's what you're doing, because once you spit somebody out, you are saying they're not good for your system. So what do you think is going to happen? What miracle, what magic do you think is going to happen for them to now all of a sudden be good enough for your system? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. So in most cases, yeah, setback. It's a setback going back to your ex, so you shouldn't do that. Just to recap, I just want to emphasize on the fact that when you are happy, people don't want to see you happy, including your ex. Because every ex has that thinking that you will miss me, you'll remember me, you will remember this day, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone, I'm irreplaceable. But when now you prove to them directly or indirectly that actually you are replaceable, actually I don't miss you because you're gone, actually I'm doing so much better without you, they want to come back to say, how dare you do better without me? Not on my watch. I'm gonna make sure that I mess it all up. And women fall for that nonsense. I don't know why we fall for that, but we do. We do fall for that. And also there's the thing with especially men. If when as a woman you say you don't want a man anymore, a man can cry and roll on the floor and they convince you to take them back. But if a man decides that they don't want you, listen, they're not even gonna think twice. So why is it that when as a woman you must take people back when they don't want you, when you don't want them anymore? You don't have to take them back. No matter what they can say to you to try and make you see reason that, no, you know what, it's a good thing to do for you to give people chances. Give them chances in other areas. Ask them to come cut your loan or something. Give them that chance. Give them a chance to come fix your light bulb. Give them a chance to send you an e-wallet. Don't give people a chance to come and tamper with your heart again. To come and just jive and bow on top of your heart again. Shame. I always say that, Yazi, I would rather love you from a distance. I would rather love you from a distance than to watch the same movie 10 times. I can't do that. But if you're willing to do that, that is entirely up to you. So, with that being said, I think we've reached the end of our episode. That is all for today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I absolutely love you guys and I appreciate the love and support that you're showing me. Until we meet again on the next one. Bye.